Kadena has put in a 300% plus move in just under a month from November to December of last year. And now we're wondering what kind of price it could reach in 2025, what the fundamentals are at the moment, and also our analysis, because Kadena is one of the assets that we cover in our subscription. Let's go ahead after the intro. Hello and welcome to another video from Bloomberg Capital. My name is Patrick and I have our portfolio manager Henrik sitting next to me. And today we're going to be talking about Kadena, a blockchain that is based on proof of work mining. So it's not a traditional cryptocurrency like let's say Ethereum that is on proof of stake. But this one is actually being mined, and therefore it has quite the secure traits and the level of decentralization you would hope for, like in Bitcoin. So it's a very secure network. And now we want to talk a little bit about the fundamental prospects of Kadena. So what is it going to do? What's their traits? What do they stand for? What are their plans? Henrik, please.
Well, as you already said, Kadena is a proof-of-work blockchain, making it secure, decentralized, and more efficient, which is already a big plus. And the current focus of their business model, or what they're focusing on, is, for one, tokenization of real-world assets, especially going into real estate here, allowing for purchases of fractions of real estate, making that a very interesting investment opportunity for a lot of people. Also, with everything on the blockchain, it makes everything very transparent and attractive. They're also going down different avenues of tokenization, also building their own stable coins. With the current market capitalization of around $200 million, which on one hand is quite something, but in the current crypto space, not actually that much, which on one side makes it a bit of a riskier investment, but on the other hand, also giving it lots of upside potential with similar projects being valued in the billions. So all in all, Kadena could prove to be a very interesting investment. And maybe you can tell us a bit more about where prices should go.
Thanks, Henrik, for the fundamental research. Kadena is a very interesting project, and let's look at it from a technical point of view. I have drawn a range here where Kadena was interacting with price action on very particular levels. In the 2021 bull run, we went from 12 cents from the low to about $30 at the top, after which, of course, a huge bear market ensued, and we're basically at the origins or origin point where this big bull market in Kadena started. If we look at it from a arithmetic point of view, you can see that it's barely registering because it was such a huge run, lots of craziness around that time, and this has all faded, I think. I was actually calling for this top right there, but I couldn't really believe how people were feeling at that point, and this feeling is currently not existent anymore. I think Kadena has reached a state of depression, which is, I think, normal when you go from $30 to 65 cents at the moment. So it has had a huge decline, and therefore now we have to think about, could it be building a base where it can start the next run? Because Kadena is a proof of work cryptocurrency, it's very secure, and with the RWA, real world asset narrative being a huge factor in the crypto space, this is very possible that this is currently being a base forming process. So we had the capitulation in price. Now we're working on the capitulation in time, because you need both sides of the pain process for a base to build. And so far, I would say we're in the middle of this base where we can basically vibrate between these two lines that I've drawn. One is going from 48 cents to the resistance line, which is at 150. So we will probably be vibrating around this, and once the time is ripe, which could be just around the corner, we should be blasting up and making possibly it to the all-time high, even though I would like to be a little bit more conservative and hold about $4 or $5 as an intermediate target. But we also have a Kadena covered in our subscription service, where we perform wave and trend analysis on crypto tokens, currently around 40 of them, where we release daily updates. And this is the current analysis of this base forming process, where we provide buy and sell zones depending on how the current trend is going. So in this analysis, which is conducted by our team, we had placed a buy zone right here at the 48 cents level in November, and this is when price really rose quite significantly to about 300%. And now we're reaching yet another buy zone here, where price is expected to rise up again to potentially end this base forming process. Now, if we look at it from a range perspective, this is definitely possible that we make a higher low right here and we test this upper edge, which is at currently around 150. From there, we could reach the low again and then push up, or we consolidate just around this resistance level before we push up. This is something that we cannot say at the moment, but we're ready for this scenario, and this is what we are currently thinking. So in case this is true and this progression of trend is what we can hope for is going to play out, then the ideal scenario would tell us that we are going to get a bigger drive than this current third upper leg, and it's going to be basically the first move of a much larger bull market structure. So in that sense, it makes a lot of sense to look for buy triggers right there, and not financial advice, of course, to really reap in the rewards from the coming uptrend here. Where would we be wrong? This is basically when we reach this level here around 46 and cannot sustain it anymore, then this scenario would be off the table just for now. But we have a pretty good chance to actually reaching much higher valuations. So yeah, that's the analysis. Like I said, we offer analysis on 40 other different cryptocurrencies and 3 daily updates on Bitcoin and Ethereum. So if you're a cryptocurrency enthusiast, do check us out on our website on bloombergcapital.com, where you can get the access to our Discord. And the Discord is really where you want to be, especially if you're new. We gave a lot of investment tips right there, and also as a new trader or investor in the crypto space, this is where you want to be. We've reached the end of this video, so thanks for coming, and until next time, here at Bloomberg Capital.